Eloise, pantomime, how's it going?
It's going very well. We're on day 5 and we've done a whole run yesterday. Costumes are fitted, it's all very exciting and starting to get into place.
Because I tend to misconception, when we meet you at Orsa Hall a couple of months ago, some of us think rehearsals are now cracking on. It's not quite the case, is it?
No, rehearsals have been mad to say the least. We kind of have done, we get 10 days from which are 10 till 9 at night. And then you get a lunch break or whatever in the middle, but they're really full
Intense.
on, really full on. And you kind of think it's Panto, so it'll be all right, but it's a lot harder than it looks.
Especially for you, she sings about 5 numbers and belts them out, and every single day probably.
Yeah, by the time we're going to get to the show, we're all
Have
going
no
to be,
voice
yeah.
So Gemma, when's actually the dress rehearsal? When will that take place?
Well, our first dress rehearsal is going to be on Wednesday, I have been told. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I mean, we have got another 5 days left, and we've blocked everything, you know, we've done all the songs, all the dances and stuff. It's just now finessing it and making it better and cleaning it all up, really. So for me personally, I've done things in the past where, you know, you take dress rehearsal and open that night. And like Lorinda said, our director, she said yesterday that if we had to open tomorrow, and Darren did as well, that we could. I mean, it would be stressful. So yeah, but we put the hard work in so far, and I think that these days now we'll just be able to clean it and make us feel more confident and comfortable for the show.
And tell us a little bit about your role again.
Oh, well, I play Fairy Flustered, and she gets everything wrong. All the spells, so spend most of the time speaking to the children in the audience and trying to get them to help me get things right for poor Cinderella, who has enough go wrong, you know, and those ugly sisters are so horrible to her, and then she gets a fairy godmother that's useless.
Do you enjoy doing that? All the schools groups coming in and all that?
Well, I love children. I absolutely love children. So, I mean, I've played the bad fairy before, when you have to make them cry, and so for me, this is just, it's lovely, because I'm going to be their, you know, their friend, and all the little kiddies and the girls are going to, with their wands, want to be the fairy. So it's nice, yeah.
And Chris, is this a script or do you get opportunity for ad-lib?
There is a script, but out of the whole cast, it's Gemma and I that get the opportunity to ad-lib. And it's strange, I've not done Panto for a long time, so we're doing it to like no audience at the moment, and it's like knowing when you're, you know, it kind of comes back to you if you've done it the year before, but you know, with a big audience there, it's going to be like, you know, completely different. But it's fun, yeah, it's fun. We're all having a good time.
So when you haven't done it for a long time, what are the key challenges, as they say?
Well, you keep coming out of. It's like I'm almost doing it as a play at the moment, and you're doing all your bits and bobs, but you've got to keep coming out of your character and keeping the audience like virtually on stage with you and chatting to the audience, then back chatting to your character, back chatting to Cinderella or the fairy, and then you're back out and chatting to the audience, and it's kind of jumping between the two. So it's interesting. It's like you don't do that anywhere else, you know.
Yeah, sorry, Jim.
No, I was going to say with TV that you know, obviously you never look at the camera. You're not allowed to. You know, with theatre, I've been doing a lot of theatre at the moment, and you have a fourth wall. You know, you're not allowed to look at the audience. That's the opposite of what we do and what we've tried. You know, and what we're used to. So actually opening that out and being able, the audience has to be part of it, is something that I suppose it will come with it when the audience come in, and it will instantly just, you know, it just comes. There's nothing you can do because they scream and shout at you, and you have to talk to them.
And how do you enjoy doing things like going out to Sainsbury's and Lakeside and all that business? Do you enjoy doing that?
Well, I loved it till I got escorted out of the Disney store. That wasn't such
For looking too much being a princess.
Yeah, I did get escorted out.
But tell them the moment you actually got escorted, what you was doing.
Well, I was obviously, we're all dressed as our characters, so I'm dressed in Cinderella, and I walk into the Disney store, and there was a child there that was like, Cinderella, so I went down and was handing her a leaflet, talking to her, and then suddenly this security guard literally like picks me up and is like, you've got to get out of here. And I just walked outside to like the entire cast, and my face was like,
and we were all laughing. I was like, let me go back in.
Why did they do that? Was it like copyright or?
Well, it must be for Disney.
So, yeah.
Because she looked like the princesses that they sell, you know, so they couldn't do that. But no, the going around the shopping centres, it's part of it. I mean, it's talking to the kids, and you know, actually that's what I was doing when I was, you know, like spotting the children and saying, you know, showing them, because we were in our full costumes, and it was just so nice. And I think that, you know, you just draw up the excitement. Yeah. I found that, you know, sometimes you think to yourself, oh God, I don't want to be handing out flyers to people because they're not interested. But as soon as we got into it, you realise how magical it is, and it was a great start.
Their faces light up.
Yeah,
as well,
and it was a great start for us, and it makes you realise actually what we're doing this for. Because when you're in rehearsals, you don't. Until the little kids come in, the babes that were the dancers, then they're laughing at our jokes and stuff, and you get a little insight into what it's going to be like.
And you talk about rehearsals. I mean, some of the rehearsals and practice to take them on the foyer and things like that, isn't it? It's all, we'll do the show right here.
Yeah, I think we didn't even see the stage till yesterday, did we? So, and then obviously we came in this morning, the elevator opened and suddenly a set was there. So
Sorry, Eloise, layer upon layer, it gets better and better every day we come in. Like you said, we've got the little babes from 5, 6 up to these 4 incredible dancers who kind of hold the whole show together, and like every age in between. And then you come in, like Eloise was saying, and then you've got your set, and then you've got a lighting rehearsal, then we've got a pyrotechnic rehearsal, so it just gets better and better, you know, it looks good.
So you're all looking forward to it and all set for Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.